Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. Now today, as usual, on Thursday, I'm making a video about expat expectation. So what does it mean? So what I'm doing is I'm reading a post on Facebook in a group called Expats Living in Italy. I check the most interesting post of the week, and I read the post, and then I read the comments, and at the same time I share my opinion and my consideration about the comments under the post. Then, if you like this type of content, please put like and subscribe. That is going to help my channel to grow and to give you better contents in the future. Alright, so let's start reading this interesting post. Now, hi all, just joined the group as I'm researching, planning and hoping to retire to Italy in a couple of years' time. Already seeing the wealth of information here, thanks to all. So this man is already in the group, and is interested in the comments, in the post written by the people, so I would all recommend you to join this group called Expats Living in Italy. Plenty of information. My wife and I are Irish, in the mid-50s, so just kind of browsing at this very early stage. So he's stating that he's in an early stage, so he's only wondering if Italy could be a place where to move. The dream property would be a small stone house with a small patch of land, hilltop location, possibly, maybe the sea view, panoramic terrace, but not necessarily near, but not necessarily in a village. You get the idea. Now, checking the bargains around Abruzzo, Molise compared to warmer climate of Puglia, southern Sicily. So he has this idea, for example, that in the southern Puglia or in Sicily you have a warmer climate than Abruzzo, Molise, which is kind of similar. The winter in Sicily is kind of very similar to the winter in Abruzzo, Molise. I don't see big difference. Then, open to any opinions, grazie mille, he say thanks a mille, grazie mille, in advance. So then, anyway, the first comment is about the group Expats Living in Rome, that is running this group called Expats Living in Italy. Is the same, so they're giving an advice. I would recommend also to contact this company, because I think they provide a good service, by what I see. Then let's read one of the first comments. So I would also weight the surrounding area as well as your age. You are not getting younger, and you need to have a place to call home to enjoy, even with mobility issues like steps, stairs, hospitals nearby, supermarket. I see this type of comments a bit negative in my understanding, but is reasonable at the same time, in the meaning that obviously I have to think that bad things might happen, or difficulties from this point of view also may happen, but I also need to be positive that I can sort things as well. So anyway, this type of comments, there are many which are concerned about these type of issues, like steps in the house, stairs or steps in the villages. There are plenty of villages with a lot of steps, hospitals nearby, supermarkets, and so on. Yes, and if someone is replying to this comment, yes, and if you drive as a resident, you will need to hand over your license and get an Italian one after 6 months. I think it's after 1 year, but doesn't matter. I don't see it. You can always convert. Obviously, there is the procedure. I remember when I convert my Italian driving license to the Irish. Now, for example, I'm converting again my Irish to the Italian. So anyway, it's something that has to be. And then, for example, the Italian license needs to be renewed every 5 years after 50. them more frequently, so to a remote place not be a great idea. Anyway, something concern about mobility as well, driving, so it's important also to focus on the location, maybe with buses, train stations, anyway, to be connected. But buses, you can find buses in any town here, and you can commute quite easily with buses. Trains, obviously, if you live in bigger cities, also trains, but generally I always take the bus. When I landed in Rome or Naples, I was always taking the bus. Even if I was landing in Milan and going to Turin, I was always taking the bus. Okay, so let's see another comment. For property searching in Tuscany and general relocation to Italy, advice, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Happy hunting. So someone, for example, saying if you want to relocate to Tuscany, you can contact me. Someone is saying, do you run an estate agency, and so on. So she's saying you can send me a DM if you want to be in touch. Then someone says an interesting comment here. Are you that ... so he refers to that person that I don't want to say name and surname of the post. Are you that person? Question. If so, thank you for the wonderful music. It seems like this man who posted the comment is an Irish musician who is interested to come to live here in the south of Italy. That's very, very interesting. Anyway, if you go in the group and if you go and if you read this comment, obviously you can see name and surname. Over there is public, but and then the author of the post say that's very kind, so it's him. Thank you so much. And then someone said amazing. I'm referring to this person. Such a privilege. And the comment is, anyway, Abruzzo is a wonderful place where you can pick up bargains in the beautiful hills that are less than half an hour from the sea one way and the beach another. But still within a 2-3 hours of a major city international airport. So Abruzzo, Molise, from this point of view, are well connected. Since most properties sold here are apartments, look for the word terratetto. Yes, when you're looking for a townhouse in Italy, you have to search in Italian, but you can easily translate anyway. If you go on any website like Idealista or Immobiliare, you can find, you can translate easily in English, for example, as I'm doing. But if you're searching in Italian and if you're looking for a townhouse from the ground to the roof, terra tetto. So if you see terra tetto, means that you are the owner of the house from the ground to the roof. That's what we say in Italy, terra tetto in listing, which means ground to roof, what we call a house, and rustico means rural property. Yes. There's an English bloke called Dave, who is property agent in the area, who has a bunch of excellent videos on YouTube explaining some of the purchases process, which is very different to buy and selling in Ireland. I agree, it's slightly different. I'm not saying the YouTube channel is called A Home in Italy, and I believe most of you know this channel. Then someone says, I mean, the same person said, the bad news is that partly the low prices are because of the seismic risk. There is this. Now, actually, I have to make a video soon about, because what is happening in Greece, for example, in Santorini, that there is a problem now, they're evacuating the island, that's what I follow. Also here, the south of Italy is a seismic region, apart the very bottom of the hill of Puglia region, which is not, Salento and Lecce province. Brindisi, Salento, Lecce, they are not seismic at all. There are some areas in Italy, like Sardinia, is not seismic at all. But, for example, the northern part of Puglia, Basilicata, Calabria, Sicily, Abruzzo, Molise, Lazio region, Campania, Marche, Umbria, Tuscany, they're all quite seismic areas. So you need you need to factor in the specific location, if anti-seismic reinforcement has been performed on the property yet, and so on. Anyway, this is another interesting topic because it's something that exists. I cannot deny that there is this kind of issue generally from all the center to all the south of Italy, apart the very bottom of Puglia region and Sardinia. These two places are considered not seismic at all. Then someone says, another comment, look at the website Idealista and be aware estate agents charge even when you are purchasing, and not all of them are honest. But in Italy, anyway, everyone is paying the estate agents, the buyer and the seller. So that's a matter of fact. If you're buying through an estate agent, consider that you have to pay the estate agent, even if you're buying and if you're selling. So, I know through experience. Feel free to PM if you want. I live in southern Puglia. Check out seismic areas. It's quiet and at the moment. Anyway, the southern Puglia part is fine, but every now and again the tremor starts. I don't know when. I mean, not nice. Good luck. Anyway, from this point of view, I partially disagree. I mean, seismic doesn't mean that. Anyway, it's a big topic. Anyway, then it's something that we have to be concerned, but it's not something that we really have to be afraid of, because anyway, floodings and storms and tsunamis, these things are happening everywhere. So safety, 100% of safety, I'd say it's nearly impossible to reach that. So another comment, so Puglia is somewhat flat property with sea view will be at a premium. Also the truly can be charming, so she is referring now that obviously the houses close to the sea are more expensive, in particular with the sea view. Truly house, then she referred to truly because anyway they're very charming, but for a permanent home maybe a bit tiny. Yeah, they're kind of small, truly, and they don't have big light in the house, so I won't go personally for a trullo. Abruzzo is very good value and has an abundance of small stone homes, but English is far less spoken and rustic houses might need an update or several though. I have no experience in Molise. The fact that Italian people don't speak English, I mean, that's something normal. Why you should expect Italians to speak English? Now, I'm in favor of the fact that many Italians might turn English speakers, because it's always important to know 1, 2, 3. The more languages we know, the better. Anyway, but you can't really expect Italians to speak English, even if it's increasing. There's a very high interest towards the English language. So from this point of view I won't be afraid. If this is a step I want to take, I would be able to move personally to a country that I don't speak the language, for example, and then I will start from scratch, from zero. I'll start. I mean, I have to be positive. Or again, if I'm afraid of things, better you don't do anything, because from this point of view I don't even see the point if we are afraid of. So it's a challenge. Life is a challenge. Take the challenges that you can take, that you can hold. If you can't, don't. I mean, that can be a tragedy. Someone else says, my husband is Irish, we live in wonderful Puglia, it is magical and the people are super friendly. Come and check out the towns for yourself. It's the only way. I agree. It's very important to investigate personally the places. I choose a small city where you can get around flat, on foot or bike to grocers or doctors. I guess has to be the southern part of Apulia region, which is kind of very flat. Countryside is in 5 minutes away on bike, the sea is 25 minutes by car. So 25 minutes by car, but anyway, 25 minutes by car, it's quite close, considering that I'm at 50 minutes, for example, driving. But I can go up and down in the morning and come back in the evening. Again, even when I was living in Dublin, sometimes it was taking me 1 hour to go to the sea, and Dublin is on the sea because of the traffic. Sometimes even more. On Sunday everyone was going to a certain kind of location around Dublin, and the traffic was mad. Here, for example, there's no traffic at all in the south of Italy. I don't know what traffic is. Then someone said, check out the Sabina area of Lazio, not far from Rome, with lots of hilltop villages with bargains to be ahead. Rocca Sinibalda, someone is recommending this town, call it Rocca Sinibalda, which is beautiful. I mean, I see there is a picture. Then someone else says, all Italy is beautiful, that's what makes it hard to pick a place, which I actually totally agree. We are moving this year to Palermo in Sicily. So this person is moving to Sicily. You certainly have a beach and mountains around here. Yes, for example, but the most beautiful sea, I mean, in Sicily, everywhere you go to the sea, it's simply beautiful. And then you also have mountains. Not mountains where you can ski, but mountains for hiking and for beautiful landscapes and so on. From this point of view, yes. Then, won't hilltop go to province of Umbria, so go to Umbria region and investigate on Umbria provinces. He remembers now, my bus ride from Rome to Perugia and Assisi was forever in my memory, just looking out of the window and thought that I was looking of a painting. Yes, it's true, it might happen very often here to drive somewhere or to go by bus or by train, and you are amazed by the landscapes and the view. Even if I believe that beautiful landscapes you can see anywhere. I mean, the good thing of Italy is the variety, because you can find any type of landscape, big mountains, sea, sweet hills, green, brown, many colors. Anyway, it's very fascinating from this point of view. Someone else says, hello, for more information on beautiful Abruzzo, our choice for the perfect place to live, please check out Everything Abruzzo. Probably there is this group on Facebook called Everything Abruzzo. I'm gonna join myself, maybe there's gonna be something very interesting. And come to stay with us. Actually, that's very interesting post, if you're watching up to now. Please check out Everything Abruzzo and come to stay with us in our stone farmhouse while you're having a look around. So they're even offering accommodation. So there is this group, they are offering accommodation to people, and at the same time then they can discover and find the places. That's a very interesting idea, to have a big place where you can accommodate people, and then these people can stay for a certain amount of time, and at the same time then they can go and live whenever they want, and then if they find a place they love, they can buy, purchase, move, and so on. Very, very interesting. Someone else says, I live in a village in Molise, hospitals are 20 minutes, 10 minutes to train Rome or Naples, a lot to view in Molise and Abruzzo, just take your time and enjoy yourself, good luck. Out of interest, but what is your opinion on the state of healthcare in Italy? From what I've experienced, it's making a push towards privatization, and with Italy's aging population, what is it going to be like in some years for retirees who likely have a greater need for good and prompt care? We live in Italy now, but would move before retirement come into question. so they are not happy to stay in Italy, for example, someone says. Another comment: hello there, I would suggest that you focus on southern Italy, on a town with less than 20,000 inhabitants. In this way you would benefit from the 7% flat tax for 10 years on income and no wealth tax lived on properties. Bank accounts and financial assets owned outside Italy are not taxed, seems like. I'm not expert, so I'm not an accountant. I cannot give you a real advice on this. In any other regions in the north or central Italy, you would be subject to the full tax on your worldwide income, as well as a tax on properties. Yeah, true. Bank accounts and financial assets you own outside Italy, they are not taxed. The regions you should consider for 10 years. The region you should consider for the 7% flat tax are Sicily, Sardinia, Abruzzo, Molise, Calabria, Puglia, Campania and Basilicata. Then someone else suggests southern Lazio. Lazio region is where Rome is. Let's read few more comments. Let's see. Now, I have a look at Chieti and Pescara provinces. Chieti is just 15 kilometers from Pescara, which is a fantastic seaside location, and prices are very, very affordable in Chieti. Plenty to see and to do, with all the amenities operating year-round. Property prices are very reasonable at the moment, but won't stay like that for long. So this person is forecast an increasing of the prices. Technically it might, because according to the high demand and interest from many expats, let's say this might drive the prices a bit up, but the house market, it's all for me a big question mark, so I won't really say the prices are going to go up. Property prices are very reasonable, so a good investment for you. If you need some website to browse, try this: idealista.it, casa.it, Tecnocasa, Immobiliare, and so on. Now, someone is recommending a website called exclusiveproperty.com. Romina and Mila are super friendly. They have a lot of listings in both Abruzzo and Molise. Also on YouTube you can check Rossini and Co. Why not? I mean, I watch sometimes their videos. I think they're quite interesting. Then I don't know them personally. I'm not gonna judge, but why not to? I'm promoting everyone. I simply don't care. If they can increase their business, if they can improve their business, increase their profits, I'm always happy, for everyone. And One Stop Abruzzo, Italian properties. Yeah, anyway, all these channels on YouTube are very interesting. Those places are nice. Someone else says those places are nice, but be aware of the transport challenges in southern Italy, in southern Sicily. It can be a difficult place to get to, and public services might be reduced. I've been searching for a place to buy for a year or so. There is no way to shortcut the price of driving around and looking at the areas. It does take time. Yes, totally agree. Someone else said, wait, for hilltop with a sea view, do consider Liguria and Tuscan seaside as well. Liguria has the advantage of rapidly improving transport links, though it will be colder in the winter. And someone else says, and the floodings, for example. Now, I don't want to talk bad about anyway, I consider, for example, Liguria with the flooding, each time it's raining, always problems. Then I personally, for example, but again, not all the houses are in the same position. Before we buy, it's always important to investigate all type of problems that that property can have. Lot to choose from in the south of Sicily. This is our property. Not sure why people say there is no transport. So this is replying and say no, but there are transports in Sicily, but they have a car. So I always recommend to have a car. It's important. Alright, so basically, my friends, this was all from this post. Good and bad things, as usual. Anyway, it's always important anyway to understand what other people like, what other people want, what are their concerns, and so that's why I'm making this weekly video about expectations. From the south of Italy, I wish you a lovely day, and I'll see you here on Italy, a Place to Love YouTube channel to my next video here. Bye for now. Bye.